Happy birthday to the late, great, legendary, the baby girl, Aaliyah. Legendary R&B singer Sade, legendary singer Maxine Jones, legendary boxer and hip-hop artist Roy Jones Jr., and happy MLK Day. X-Man 1991 back again with another video. Hope you guys are enjoying your Martin Luther King Day weekend. I know it's about to come to an end, but it went by too quick. So, I am wearing my Aaliyah shirt. I got this for Christmas because of this shirt right here of a Aaliyah poster that my sister got for years, which is why I got this shirt for Christmas thanks to my mom. And I'm loving this shirt. And I am going to wear it again on the anniversary of her death, which is August 25th. So now that this football team season is over, I can go ahead and do a full recap of their entire 2022-2023 season. And y'all should know what I'm talking about. In the good words of my man Spitz 389. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sports topic, and today we're going to talk some football, Houston Texans football. We're going to do a full recap of the entire Houston Texans 2022-2023 season, but before I get into that, like I told you guys in my last Houston Texans videos, if you like my videos, if you like the content, make sure you share my videos on any social media platform that you use, whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, or even MySpace if you still use that, and I'll be more than happy to share your videos. Also, you can follow me on social media. Links will be in the description. And you guys know I'm on TikTok now. I've been on TikTok for like a week. I know I'm new to this shit, but it's going to take me time to get used to it. So I'm going to see if I can link my TikTok in the description box below. Also, anytime I drop a Houston Texans video, the link to the YouTube pages of Spitz 389, Maria and Olivia, Mike Henry, Alexa and Maria, Swaggy Reacts, and Tyson Master at Work will also be in the description down below anytime I drop a Houston Texans video. And anytime I drop a Rockets, Lakers, or Heat video, I will leave a link to the YouTube page of Jamie Filer and her wife, Katie Filer, in the description down below in any of my Houston Rockets, LA Lakers, or Miami Heat videos. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do a full recap of the entire 2022-2023 Houston Texans season. The Texans has finished their season with a record of 3 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. I will give my 2 cents about this entire Texans season, but first, a full recap of their season. Starting on 9/11, when they took on the Indianapolis Colts. Texans were up 17-3 by the end of the third quarter, and they choked that 17-point lead in the fourth quarter, allowing the game to go to overtime and allowing the game to end in a draw. The Texans had 0 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie, and so did the Colts. Then their next game was on September 18th when they went against the Denver Broncos. Their first game was their homecoming game. This was their first road trip game, where they lost to the Broncos by 7, 16-9, and the Texans had 0 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Then they went against the Chicago Bears on my mom's birthday, September 25th, and they fall to the Bears by 3, 23-20. Texans had 0 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. And you know the Bears is my dad's favorite NFL team. See, Texans then take on the San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers, formerly known as the San Diego Chargers. And they fall to them at the crib by 10, 34-24, with 0 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. October 9th, they went against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville, and they finally won a game. They beat the Jaguars by 7, 13-6. They had 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Texans had the 16 off. Then they went to Viva Las Vegas to go against the Raiders, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders. And they fall to them 38-20, with 1 win, 4 losses, and 1 tie. I thought the Texans was going to win that game, but I guess not. October 30th, they took on the Tennessee Titans, and they fall to them by 7, 17-10, with 1 win, 5 losses, and 1 tie. October 30th, the day before Halloween. Oh, I read October 30th game already. November 3rd was their first Thursday night football game when they took on the unstoppable Philadelphia Eagles, who were undefeated at this time. I thought they had an opportunity to beat the Eagles, but they were tough. Texans fall to them 29-17, with 1 win, 6 losses, and 1 tie. They had November 6th off. Then they went to the NYC to go against the Giants on November 13th, and they fall to them 24-16, with 1 win, 7 losses, and 1 tie. November 20th, 4 days before Thanksgiving, they took on the Washington Commanders, and they fall to them 23-10. 1 win, 8 losses, and 1 tie. November 27th, they went against the Dolphins in Miami, and they fall to them by 15, 30-15, with 1 win, 9 losses, and 1 tie. December 4th, they took on the returning of Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. And Deshaun Watson had the last laugh as they beat us 27-14. 1 win, 10 losses, and 1 tie. I thought they was going to beat Deshaun Watson to teach him a lesson about what he did, messing with them damn females. But Deshaun had the last laugh. December 11th was my favorite game of the Texans season. Yes, sir. The game that I've been dying to see. Takes me back to Sunday, September 8th, 2002. On September 8th, 2002, the Texans beat the Cowboys 19-10. The next 3 times that these teams faced each other, the Cowboys beat the Texans 3 times. In 2006, 2010, and 2014. 2018, Texans got back the Cowboys not once but twice. So it was a tie between these two. Which team became 4-3? The Cowboys. They beat us by 4, 27-23. I thought we was going to become 4-3, but I was wrong. Texans had 1 win, 11 losses, and 1 tie, which means I pretty much stopped watching them for the rest of the season. Then they went against the Kansas City Chiefs at the crib, and they lost 30-24 at overtime. 1 win, 12 losses, and 1 tie. Christmas Eve, we was going to see whether the Texans was going to be naughty or nice. And they were nice. They beat the Titans by 5, 19-14, with 2 wins, 12 losses, and 1 tie. Christmas or New Year's Day, they got embarrassed by the Jaguars in their last home game of the season, 31-3. 2 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. And then the last game of their regular season, they went against the Indianapolis Colts, a rematch from 9/11. I thought the Texans, the Texans beat the Indianapolis Colts barely by a point, 32-31. The Texans ends their season with 3 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. For the second or third year in a row, they missed their opportunity to go to the playoffs. They have not been to the playoffs since 2020, when they choked that damn 24-0 lead, which turned out to be one of, if not the most embarrassment moment in the Houston Texans franchise history. That happened 2 weeks before the tragic death of Kobe Bryant, Gigi Bryant, and 7 other people in that helicopter crash. And that was the day before I decided to get back to work out. So my whole take about the Houston Texans 2022-2023 season, not a good season for the Texans. It was worse than their 2021-2022 season and was worse than their 2020-2021 season. So after the Texans won their last game of the season, Lovie Smith was fired as the Houston Texans head coach, and we're still waiting for an answer on who will become the new Texans head coach. Despite of me hating Bill O'Brien's guts, I will say he damn sure was a better Houston Texans head coach than Romeo Crennel and Lovie Smith. Now we're trying to find out who will become the new head coach of the Texans. And their last game against the Colts was probably the last time we would see David Mills as our Houston Texans quarterback. We don't know yet if he's going to be traded, but we just have to wait and see. I mean, you got to give the kid props. David Mills, he's 24 years young, and he did the best he could. I feel like David Mills has been disrespected. But I got to give him props because he did his best. But the Texans still failed to go to the playoffs. Because after their game against the Cowboys, I decided to stop watching them. So I don't know what the hell's going to go. I don't know what the hell's next for the Texans, but we just got to wait and see. I'm still waiting for an answer on who will become the new Texans head coach. But I'm not going to ramble on too long. That's pretty much my full recap of the entire 2022-2023 Houston Texans season, as they finished their season with 3 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. And tonight is do or die for the Cowboys. Tonight, they go against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFL wildcard round. Right now, they lead 6-0. If the Texans or if the Cowboys win, they move on to the next round of the playoffs. But if they lose, then their season is over. And I will do a full recap of their 2022-2023 season if they lose to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. But that wraps up my thoughts about the entire 2022-2023 season of the Texans. All I gotta say is, I ain't got nothing much to say. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Texans rant. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below on your thoughts about the Texans ending their season with 3 wins, 12 losses. 3 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie, and their 3rd time missing the playoffs. I think I'm going to try to do part 32 of my Let's Play of Def Jam 5 from New York, because in one of my recaps, somebody left a comment sending me a request to play Def Jam 5 from New York. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. So, yeah, we can do that. Until then, go Houston Texans. See you next season.